I have gone live. Yay! At least in some way I'm live. Gonna wait a couple minutes for everybody to get here, if people actually can show up. I'm tired, guys. It was a late night last night on kits, uh, and I did not sleep very well. So if I look a little disheveled and tired, that's why. And literally just ate breakfast and had coffee, so I'll be waking up shortly. I forgot to turn on the background lights. Does that bother people when I forget? I think it bothers people. I'm going to turn them on before people start showing up. Somebody shows up while I'm doing this, I'm going to be upset. They're going to be like, why is nobody here? I'll be like, I'm here. I'm just turning on the lights. Wait. There we go. Lights are on. Nobody's here yet, so that's okay. Just going to wait a second. This time I know it's public, so got to have that problem sometimes. I need a ring light for doing these videos. Concentrate. Stupid camera. Focus on my face. Somebody's here. Two somebodies are here. Hello. Good morning, good evening, whatever time it is for you. It's morning for me here. Tiredness. Tiredness is upon me, guys. 3 people are here. Hello. Fatal Striker, what's going on? Seriously, what is with this focus? Maybe I just need to sit back. I think if I sit too close, it doesn't know how to focus. What's up, Lee? Double O Shield. And every time I do this, it doesn't know where to focus. Of course, pardon the runny nose, guys. I just ate breakfast, just had coffee. You guys know how it is if you've been here long enough. Nose just runs. It's been a busy, busy week. Busy couple weeks. For those who know, you know what I've been busy working on. And of course, I've mentioned it mildly that I'm working on Double October stuff. I'll leave it at that. That's what I was working on till late last night. That's why I'm a bit sleepy, and why I didn't feel like putting in the massive effort to just record a video and I could just go live. So yay! And guys, if you're just popping in, you want to start asking questions right away. Remember, I'm answering the Q&A questions first, and maybe even addressing some comments from earlier in the week. They call me Crazy Loop, whatever. Not the PGX. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't have a PGX. Carl, where have you been, buddy? I joke because I know you've sent me stuff, but I've got to use my old phone to pull up questions here, which I guess it decided to close YouTube on me while I was doing things. I would have done this on my computer, made my life easier. I just got from the movies, watch Predator. Cool. I've heard mixed things about that. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things and I've heard down the road things, like down the middle. I wish I had YouTube Studio on this phone, but I deleted it. What's going on, guys? There we go. Okay. Sorry. If you're commenting and I'm looking down, apologies. All right, before we get started, hit that like button, guys. So I'm gonna start changing my videos up. Instead of telling you guys to like and subscribe at the end, I'm gonna start doing it at the beginning, because honestly, the amount of views versus the amount of likes is ridiculous. So I can have something like 200-300 views on a video and have 7 likes. It should be at least half or a quarter or something. Less than 10 is kind of sad, honestly. And I don't just mean in one of these, but guys, honestly, and I say this a lot, likes actually tell YouTube you like my stuff and you want to see it more. So the more likes actually does translate into more exposure. So please just hit that like video. Every time I pop into a video, whether it's my friends, whether it's just a normal subscription video, I hit that like button. The second I roll in there, before I even get to watching, I hit that like button. If that's not you, if you really want to wait to judge, that's fine. But you can always undo your like later if you feel like it. Like. Anyways, cool. 6 and 4. That's a good ratio. Okay, so real quick, let's address some comments. All right, so this was actually from the Q&A video that I did the other day. First things first, Nathan Simmons, good buddy. Hey, buddy, what's up? I know you're not going to be watching right now, probably. You're on the West Coast, and it's like 8 a.m. for you. Said, I do a lot of Gundam builds. What are my thoughts on Voltron and Power Ranger Mini Plus? Well, apparently Nate has never seen my Megazord Mini Plus review. And most of you guys probably know I do intend on getting the Mini Plus. My hair is a mess. Down the line at some point. The Voltron Mini Plus looks cool, so I might try to pick that up. I like them. I got no problem with them, especially the Ninja Zords and the Shogun Zords that are coming out very soon. I'm excited about that because that was one of the cooler collections I did have. And I like the mini plus, so I'm gonna try to get in there. Mazinger, I don't have an attachment to it though. Um, I mean the mini plus for Mazinger looks pretty cool. I just have no attachment to it, so it's hard for me to throw the money out there. I would review it if I know somebody who has the Mazinger kit. I will definitely review it. And you guys, I say that all the time. If I'm not interested in it, but you have it, I'll review it. Maybe I'll change my mind. Um, Giant Zords. Zords aren't that big. Oh, sorry, misread that. Their scale is great for those who don't want big full-size Zords. Which, why wouldn't you? The only thing that the mini play has, they're a little bit limited in some of the things they can do. They're loaded with stickers because there's no other way to do those details, and some of them are going to be impossible to paint. And they don't take to panel lining very well, at least not by normal standards. The plastic is a different formula, and actually the as experienced with the Megazord, the panel liner will melt the plastic, so you got to be very careful with that. Presumably, it'll do the same thing for the Voltron Zords. Anyways, moving on. Id Monster said that 24, basically the Build Divers thing coming up pretty soon. So I will address Build Divers when it's over. Honestly, I have been watching, so I dig it. Hold your questions, Carl. I'm answering other questions. Anyways, Pixelman 619. How hard is it getting started on YouTube? Very. It was probably easier 5-6 years ago. It was probably way easier 10 years ago. It's incredibly difficult. Honestly, unless you have, and I'm going to say this very honestly because it's a comment that comes up a lot on my videos. Unless you have the ability to have decent production quality, decent video quality, you have a personality, and you can include something that makes your videos yours, whatever it may be. If you don't have those things, getting started on YouTube is going to be incredibly difficult. Now, if you're going to be like a live streamer for building or gaming or whatever like that, go to Twitch. Something unique, thank you. Twitch is a great place for beginners, and it's a great place to build a live streaming community, whereas YouTube is better for building out, even nowadays, more higher quality videos. YouTube in and of itself is becoming its own thing, its own entity when it comes to entertainment. It always was, but now it's more like on the same level as TV. You got YouTube Red actual series, that they're putting money into. You've got people who do vlogs, people who do like what Shane Dawson does with his like when he's going into the life of big YouTubers and stuff like that, which has become one of the most watched things on the planet. And Shane's been around for like 10-12 years. But now it is insanely hard because look at it this way. Like I've had this channel, hey Eric, I've had this channel for 2 years going into third year. And I've got 3,000 subscribers, which I got a comment just overnight wondering why I've only got 3,000. No, I'm not going to make it out to the meet today, buddy. I got way too much work to do, and I don't build enough while I'm there, sadly. It sucks to miss the meet, but anyways. But, like, dude was comparing me to Zach Aurelius. He's saying, like, dude, compared to him, you've got, even though it's the same review, he was talking about the mobile armor review from IBO. And he's like, dude, your production quality is way higher than his. It's like, why do you only have 3,000 subscribers? Your videos might be long, which my videos have always been long, but it's a better quality. I'm like, I've had decent quality since the beginning, and I say decent because it took me a while to get my lighting set up and all that. But it's hard to get started unless you have something that really makes you unique. And honestly, for the most part, regardless of what you do, you're jumping into a saturated market. That's the hard part. But this channel being around 2 years only has 3,000 subscribers. And I say only because I want to have more, obviously. Which is amazing to have that many this fast. But my other channel, despite having this massive ground base here, only has 75 subscribers on my second channel. So it's literally starting over. and it could be 2 years before that gets to 1,000, if that. Um, if I even keep that channel going permanently, or whether or not it's just going to be my backup channel, like it's going to be in October. So it's really hard to get started on YouTube. If you want to get started on Twitch, if you want to get started even on Facebook, if you want to get started on Facebook, if you want to get started on Instagram, because I don't have it. That's why. That's why I have not reviewed the RG Sosby. I don't have it. Um, I've had to buy many other things. But there's a lot of other things you can get started on that don't take high production quality and can really make it easier to start out, and then you can work your way up. Like my buddy Nick, you guys know Nick. He's gotten started on doing Facebook videos, Instagram videos, Twitch videos as the nerdy gent, and that's his new thing with a couple buddies of his. Just a lot of lifestyle stuff like that. So, and it's good. It's a totally different deal. He's got plenty of followers already going on that. So, yay. So, good luck to him, and good luck to anybody who's starting out. I know there's a lot of people who do that. Like the next question, Rodimus13, friend of mine, featured on the channel, won the Lupus for Lupus contest. He wanted to know what made me decide to get into reviewing, and I've answered that before on other Q&As, and it was, bless you. I just had opinions. That's all it came down to. I've watched reviewers forever on toys and stuff like that, and I wanted to do it. I had opinions. I had just built the Graham Acres suits, like the ones that if you saw, I think it was last year on Double October. That was the first thing I ever sat down and reviewed, and I did a comparison and evolution, just like I did in Double October. I did that first. I've even said it in that video. It's the first thing I ever tried to video everything, and I actually didn't use my phone. I used a video camera I have that's over there in the closet. It's only been used 4 times ever, and I had really bad editing software, stuff like that. So it did not go well. I'll just say that. But of course, it gave me a few years later. I messed with it and made it a better thing. But that's what got me started in reviewing. I mean, a lot of other people, you review stuff because you watch reviewers. It turns into you have an opinion and you want to express that opinion with other people. Now, real quick, I'm going to go into the chat here. Okay, why did I not review Cheryl Noel? I did not review, like I said, I did not review RG Sosby because I don't have it. I want to have it eventually. Sorry. It's like I'm trying to pump out reviews that I haven't even gotten through yet. I do want to review the RG Sosby. I just haven't gotten there yet. Sorry. And as Fatal Striker laughed at it. That was pretty funny. So, go to bed. No. I just got up, Art. Pixelman also wanted to know, what do I do while I build, like music or shows that I watch? It's too early. It's later for you than it is for me, Art. It's like 11:15 for you. Yeah, so I said early. Yeah, for you it's. Oh yeah, I forgot you're here where I am. Anyways, lately I've been watching or listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. Sometimes I'll put on Netflix series, sometimes I'll just be binging YouTube. It just depends. Sometimes I'm editing videos while I'm building, multitasking. So I'll build a little bit and I'll edit a video, and while it's processing, keep building. So I kind of like watching stuff. Sometimes, very rarely, I'll pull up Pandora or Spotify, something like that. So yeah, that's what I do. But like I said, lately it's been Joe Rogan podcast because I can put them on for like 2-3 hours, and it's a good distraction in the background. It's good noise, because the other day it ended and I was still in the middle of a build and I didn't have time to switch over to something new, and it was dead silent in the house. I'm like the AC wasn't even on, nothing. I just had the fan above me going. And then the clock on the wall that I didn't even know was still working. The motor must be, or the hands must be stuck, but the motor is actually going, so you can hear it ticking. And I'm like, what? Didn't even know that clock was still working. That's hilarious. What's your take on bootleg Gunpla? I have talked about that. There's actually an entire nerdcast on that, Jimmy. So if you want to go check that out, there is a knockoff. It's a knockoff Nerdcast. So go watch that. So I don't have to go into a long form answer right now. But this is the problem between bootleg, because people use the term bootleg, and bootleg covers a wide variety of things when there's legitimately split categories. So that's the only thing I'll say about it. I've gone off on it before in a Nerdcast or on Off the Runner, um, because it came up in a Facebook group. So, and Cheryl Noel, can I review the Gundam Pixie? I intended on getting the Pixie. It just wasn't high on my priority list. If I can still get it, like I know where I can buy it right now. If I can still get it in a week or so, I probably will. Um, there's kind of a difficult part right now is that the rest of September is pretty much planned out review wise, and then October is totally planned out. So if I pick up any new Gunpla, you won't see those reviews for a while, unless I put my normal new Gunpla into my second channel during Double October. So, speaking of which, DJ Nemo wanted to know if there's not Double October Season 3. If you want to call it a season, that's fine. I don't refer to it as seasons, but yes, I have mentioned that Double October is happening again this year, and it is. I don't even know how to do it here. Yes, thank you for answering those questions there, Carl. But I mean, I've got go watch the knockoff Nerdcast, and it'll go into all my opinions and several other people's opinions on bootlegs and knockoffs and third parties. Because that's really what we talked about. We talked about the differences between the three. Kind of bootleg is a general term, and that's why I have a problem with it. People want to use the term bootleg when they're referring to anything that's not official. Um, and I don't think it's accurate enough, because there are knockoffs and there are third party, regardless of what. If you go by the definitions that almost every other collector group goes by, there are definitely third party Gunpla kits. And some people argue, no, they're all knockoffs. There's third party kits. All right. Just loading me down with questions here, Fatal Striker. Hold on, I'm not done with the Q&A questions. I'll get back to you in a second. Mr. Joey Ganoda, regular on the comments. He wanted to know my tips for building quickly so that I can get these reviews out or kill a massive backlog. Building quickly is not easy. I think the king of building quickly is probably Zaku Aurelius. He builds like I've never seen. Like, if he's producing content as fast as it looks like he is, which I want to sit down and talk with him one day. If I can get him on a one-on-one Nerdcast, I definitely will, because I want to sit down and talk with him. Because I doubt I'll ever be on his like builder spotlight or whatever they call it. Unless you guys go campaign on his channel to get me to be on his thing. Because he knows who I am at this point, because he helped promote the channel during the Lupus for Lupus contest. So he roughly knows who I am. And I've talked to him on Facebook. Anyways, for building quickly, honestly, some of the kits I've been working on lately, the quickest I've done was 3 in one day. And that was starting at about 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. till bedtime. So about a 12-hour span. I got 3 kits done. They're all HG. He builds at work, yeah, see. I build at home, which is where I work for the most part, so I can do that. If Zach can build at home at his job, that saves time. I know Dan the Plastic Man has done that. I know that Zeta Gunpla can do that. Did the end of the year build pick ever happen? I don't remember. No, it's not the end of the year, Eric. Anyways, but if it's a kit, like, there's a specific type of kit, specific type of mobile suit that I've built quite a lot of for this Double October, and I've gotten good at it to the point that I could probably, without doing a ton of detail work, I could probably take a couple hours to build it. It comes down to experience. It comes down to what you're willing to accept for cleaning things up. I'm not the best at nub removal, but I'm pretty decent even at a quick pace, but I'm trying not to gouge things. Having to paint detail work, that always takes a lot of effort. Some of the kits I've had to do, like there's several of them sitting in front of me right now, took a lot of paint work and slowed me down. But then by the time I got to the next one, which was the same basic kit, I blew through that build. Even though it had paint work, I blew through it because I already knew how to build it for the most part, base-wise. If you're building a lot of things that are similar, it's pretty easy. If you're building things that are very divergent, very different, like with build divers, it's a lot harder to get done quickly. But at a normal pace, I can get a kit built in a day, no problem. I can get a master grade. If it's a simple enough master grade, I can get it done in a day. Like the Double Zeta and the Providence that are sitting down here that I haven't done yet for reasons. Those will take a couple days. HGs, I can get most of those done 1-2 a day. I'm getting two a day done now at least to get through Double October. So yeah, I mean, it just comes down to how much work you're going to put into it. It comes down to your sheer building level, to be honest. I've been building for 5 years. I've got it down. Hold on. I'm going back to the comments here. Volga by Kabuto. Hey, yo, Ed Monster. Kamen Rider. Okay, so going way back there. I've watched some Kamen Rider. I liked Ghost a lot. I haven't really kept up a lot. X-Aid was a very interesting one. Build is interesting. Vargil or Moon, I don't really like either, but I think I like Vargil better. Double October. I don't think Phases is a good idea. I think Seasons is okay. Blade, best Kamen Rider. Fuzz. So I gotta read through comments here. End of the year pick. Nope. Not December, Eric. Silly boy. Never build when you're tired from work. Do it in your free time. Yeah, my free time is my work, so that's when I do it. I have tried to take kits to work to build like on a Saturday when it's slow. I just don't have time. Plus, I'm usually distracted. And if a manager were to walk in when I was in the middle of that instead of doing anything else, I'd probably be in trouble. So can't do that. Yeah, Zach does a lot of straight builds because he does his out of the box review and then he does the better review. And I know he can build. We've seen his customs. He can really build. But if you're just plowing through it to get a basic build out of the way for a review, you can build like that. I mean, it's not a problem. Like for me, when it comes, you guys have known if you've been around for any amount of time, I like to paint on little details where I can, avoiding using stickers where I can, stuff like that. But sometimes I'm just going to blow through it as it is. I'm just going to do an out of the box review. I really am. Because sometimes it's to me like, okay, I can upgrade this, I can do things. But sometimes I want to experience what a normal builder, an out of the box builder, a beginner builder will have problems with. Because if I'm painting it, then I don't know the struggles of putting on certain stickers, like we'll see coming up soon. There can be tons of sticker detail that can be annoying to put on, but if I don't try that, then I can't give you a real review of the thing, right? If I'm just painting everything, it doesn't give you a real perspective on how hard it is to build if you got it right out of the box. Why wasn't Seed September a thing? Because I can't just do theme months. That would be really boring. You have reviewed other type of grays, but the real grays you did not. I assume you mean grades. And yeah, I don't really like art real grades. That's why. You guys know where I can get a catalog website where I can find all the Gundam marker colors. Honestly, you can just look on, I think the Mr. Color website might be able to help you. Gundam Planet has a big list. Like if you go into Gundam Planet and you go into their Gundam marker section, it has all the loose ones available. It tells you the numbers and everything like that, and it has all the sets. So go to Gundam Planet and check that out. Also, Google. Pixelman. What the... Well, that's the point of an out-of-the-box review, so to show what's out of the box. Correct. Suffer with the stickers, not to mention seam removal. Thank you for spelling seam correctly. Some people use the wrong seam. Rodman 13, you just got a notification. That's fine. I answered your question earlier, by the way. Wish I could go... Eric. Okay, sorry. Go wipe my nose. For anybody who has been building for quite some time and you get used to airbrushing and everything, you are never too good to do an out of the box review. Never. I've done full paint jobs. Hopefully getting an airbrush set up very soon. Right now my money's been diverted to other things. I have the compressor. I just got to get the actual airbrush. Um, you're never going to be too good to go back. Because sometimes you just want to break from heavy building, man. Just do it. Pick up a super simple kit and go through it. Like, no problem. If you want to do panel lines and stuff like that, fine. If you want to paint details, fine. But a full paint job every time gets boring. You have to think things through. And I know with you, Eric, you have a hard time with color schemes. That's why we talk about it. It's like, I don't know what color to paint this thing this time. I know you have that problem. I do too. I'm currently having to work out a custom paint scheme as we speak. Which I have the colors down. I just got to figure out the exact color separation. And Engineer 32. When I said I've been AWOL lately, I have been. Like, normally I would do the Sunday live streams. I would probably pop in and do a live stream directly on something else. But I was doing the In the Kitchen with Shoky unboxings, whereas normally I would have been doing live stream unboxings. So I have not been interacting with you guys directly for a while. And it's because I've been busy as hell. I just haven't. Black paint and masking tape. Masking tape is always good. I probably need to get some more Tamiya 6mm. I was going to go to Hobbytown today to go get supplies because I need to get my paints and stuff. But the meet is going on today, the normal Gunpla Club meet. And if I go in there and the meet is on, I'm going to want to stay. And I have to get through a lot of kits today and tomorrow. So tomorrow, first thing, I'm probably going to head to Hobbytown to get my paints. And if you're wondering why I have to go all the way to Hobbytown, they're the only place that sells Tamiya that I know of. Hobby Lobby doesn't do me any favors because all they have is Masters or Model Masters and the other guys that I don't really dig. So Tamiya paints is what I want, so that's what I'm going to go after. When I get to airbrushing, it'll be a different story. I could probably order that stuff online, no problem. And of course, Pixelman said 3107 subscribers, at least as of that video. I don't even know what it is at now. Maybe I can find out. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot how to do it in the normal app. $31.07 hasn't changed. So that's what's weird. Subscribers haven't really gone up in the last few days. And the other thing I've been doing lately is I've been like, since I moved stuff over to the other channel, and I mentioned this the other day, that it's probably a detriment that I moved stuff over there because now I'm not putting out daily content. So I'm putting out, I kind of was. Now, this week I have, just to fill it up. And it makes a difference for putting stuff out every single day for YouTube to go, okay, we're going to keep pushing your stuff. You're clearly making content on a different level than some people. So there's guys who put out a video once a week. Some guys put out a video maybe twice a week, whatever. If you're putting out a video every single day, whatever it is, odds are YouTube's going to take notice and they're going to push you a little bit more. And this comes down also to the likes. So if you hit that like button, it lets YouTube know that this person not only is putting out daily content, but I like this content, and other people should like this content too. So I've got 7 likes and 14 people watching. I need a few more people to hit that button. So honestly, guys, I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to ask from now on, from every video I do from now on after today, like and subscribe is going to be the first thing you hear out of my mouth before I get to the rest of the review, and then it's going to be the last thing you hear out of my mouth when it's over. Because it matters. It really does, you know. And I have a goal kind of to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. It's not going to happen, but you know, it'd be awesome. You know, but that's on you guys. That's not on me. I can campaign a little bit. I can throw some money at it for YouTube or Facebook to promote my channel, but it's on you guys to let everyone else know that my channel's worth coming to watch. Like, share, all those things. I share my videos on Facebook all the time, but if you guys share it, it's a different story. And somebody said something. Id Monster said a thing. I did answer your other question, yes. Dave, you know me, I like Kratex. I don't know why. Tamiya is good. Yeah, sorry we didn't have build night last night, Dave. We really just weren't feeling it, and our place is a mess. So it's easier to paint eyes on compared to get a sticker on. Not always. Um, I have had I forgot which kid it was, but I had a hell of a time painting the eyes. I had to do it twice. The first time, I painted the black first, and then I went in with eye green to hit the eyes, and I just went ding, and it went and it went over the whole thing. So I had to clean it off and start over, and the second time it was a lot better. So sometimes it's easier. There are some terrible eye stickers that I have experienced recently. Airbrushing does take a lot of time. Turtles, well, it depends on which turtles you're talking about there. The awesome. Vallejo. Gundam Pixie is probably going to be the last kid of the year since I have to save up for a Switch in November. Okay. Dave, why are you paying me 99 cents? You paid me 99 cents, but you didn't say anything. Dang it, I missed it. Yep. Gotta go, be back real soon. Oh. HG double Zeta eyes suck. There was, which one? I don't know. There's one that I did. I know it was this year because it really made me angry. The eyes would not stick at all. But I can't remember which one it was. And one thing I've learned a lot in the last couple weeks, having mass building like I've never done before, um, some eye stickers getting the alignment. That's one problem you have. Like if you haven't put the face armor yet, you can't tell how far down or how high up the eyes might need to go because they're not perfect every time. You just assume they're close, and then you're like, oh, now you got to move it. So that happens. A Zeta Gundam eye sticker isn't very good. Good for you. Anyways, I don't think I have any other. I don't have any other questions, I should say. I think I've got other statements I can look at. Yeah, Nope said it'd be nice to have that though. Talk about on Barbatos. If we were ever to get a cross sell at Barbatos, it'll happen. People seem to like the SDCS Zaku. Appreciate that, guys. That was a fun kit, but I still haven't figured out why the legs don't look right. I think it is the thighs. When I get a chance, after I get all this mass building done, I'm gonna look at painting the thighs and see if that helps. The flipper review, that was a lot of fun. The little tiny Bumblebee, that was a fun review to do. Nobody watched my Gooey Chewy review. I know, because I was the first person to watch it today. And I don't know why this person said Joaquin Dyson said my Gunpla reviews are out of date. Does anyone know what he means? I gotta ask you guys, are my reviews out of date? I don't even know how that's possible. Shut up and take my money. I already did. Thank you. I appreciate that. We need to get together for that master grade you wanted me to look at, Dave. We'll do that soon. Really wish MG kits would start using the 1-100 IBO method. That'd be cool. I mean, there's not really a big difference. It's just that most master grades are in the UC at this point right now. For eyes. The piece that comes through, yes, that's pretty cool. People said that the best way to use CS frame is to use CS frame arms and normal frame legs. Okay. Is that just on the Zaku? Because obviously it works pretty well on the other thing. But yeah, no, I think that's probably the best way to go about it. That's what it seems to work. I mean, I like having knee articulation, don't get me wrong. I just want it to look right. Gunpla Network, that thing looks fantastic. Great review, man. Thank you. Joey, same thing. That's not really what I said. And yes, I said cashews in the review. I meant to say pistachios. And even editing it, I went, that's not the right thing. But what am I going to do? Just go pistachios and then insert that? Although I should have done that with char chicken. I just forget to do it now. Most of the time I'm editing so quickly I don't pay attention. The Rezel eye sticker. Okay, cool. What do I think about the RG Sosby? I'm going to hurt you, Dave. It's like, I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't own it. My thoughts are, it'd be nice to own it. What are my thoughts on other people's reviews? That would be funny. I'm going through comments. That's not a comment, that's just a notification. Going way back, Leonardo Alanis was asking questions on the Soul Chigokin Megazord review, and I was answering his questions. And he's like, I appreciate you answering questions. I was like, that's what I do. I answer questions. Sometimes. Okay, Gamorrean Guard. I really wish, guys, go watch my Gamorrean Guard review on the Shoky Reviews 2 channel if you want to see that. I really wish I put it up on this channel. I think it would have done a little bit better. It's not terrible, but it needs more views because I did a good job weathering it and adding details to the skin and stuff. Knees are just for show. Char chicken is the best thing. She uses more. I need to get the EZSR Kai. Is that the red one? The red and white EZSR? I think it's hard to find, man. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of things. Tiny Optimus Prime. Really, one of my better reviews. I like that. That was a lot of fun. And the Master Grade, not quite Master Grade Monday. Might be late tomorrow. If the wifey, and I'm not going to really pressure her, I'm not going to be mean about it, I might have to go ahead and finish that. She did a good job, she got decently far in it, but she's just lost the will to do it. There have been problems, I'll tell you that right now. There have been problems with that 1 to 100 grays that I did not encounter, so I don't know if it's the mold, something slightly different about it, because I even had the problems, like, she asked me for help, I'm sitting there working on other stuff, and so she hands me the kit, and I started experiencing all the same problems she was having. I'm like, I don't know why it's doing this. I didn't have these problems on mine. No, the regular one is the Foxhound. Foxhound. Okay, yes. So what is the EZSR Kai? I don't know that one. Was it another release? And yeah, the Foxhound. I remember that one. It is a little bit weird right now to be building so much and not reviewing stuff. Because normally I'd be building my normal reviews every couple days and reviewing them. I sit down, I'll build a couple kits, like a couple weeks worth of kits, and then I'll review them. Right now I'm not doing that because I'm plowing through Double October stuff. And so she's working on the grays for me, though I'm probably going to have to finish it today. Because she's probably going to go up to work or shopping or something. And so I'm going to knock that out, and then I have to review that for tomorrow. Because I don't want to miss that, honestly. Get back into a normal rhythm, because that's the hard part right now, guys. I have unboxings filmed for the next couple kits of this month. I don't have the kits built. Straight up. So I have to pause what I'm doing for Double October for at least a day, knock out at least one of those kits and review it so I can get it out for Friday. Is what it is. I've also got to get some of my normal reviews, like my non-Gundam stuff. I have plenty of reviews filmed. I don't have them edited, so I got to work on that. So that's what I got to get to work on. Broke as hell. Oh, the silver one. Okay. Wait. I just know they either way. Yeah, that's why I have not been buying a lot of things right now. Actually, the one thing that I have bought recently was in the thumbnail, which is this guy. I'm going to review it just to break up stuff because I need to not look at Gunpla for a day. I don't know where this came from. I got it at Walgreens. I have not seen these at any other Walgreens at all. And I found it and I'm like, it's a decent price. I'm going to get it. I love Spawn. So this will be coming up very, very soon on reviews. Maybe this week. Maybe I'll review this later today just for the heck of it. It's going to be an easy review. But the main problem I've had is like, well, not a problem I've had. Not buying things. It's like I got on a buying streak there, and I admit it. I was going crazy, and it got me in some trouble. Got me way behind on bills. So I have had to curtail my spending. But it's good that I already have stuff ready to go. Like I've got a kit sitting over there I can't wait to start after I get Double October done. And the reason I'm pushing myself on that is because if I take a break from it, I'm not going to finish it. So getting a review done for Friday, like I said, I've already got the unboxing filmed. I could probably get that kit done in an afternoon and won't be a problem. and then after that I'll review it, get it knocked out, go right back to doing Double October stuff. Because one thing I am doing is I'll build a few kits, and I'm quite a few kits, and then I'll sit down and review them to get them out of my way. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Yes, I wasn't half asleep buying stuff off eBay like you. But as you pointed out, you actually got a good deal on that. You just spent a whole lot of money on one thing. Um, and I don't do that as often anymore. And actually, I will very much be happy to take a break from Gunpla building for a little while in October. Um, so I'll have some Gunpla reviews, normal ones, coming out on the second channel during October. Um, just make sure if you want to see those, please go subscribe to Shoky Reviews 2. Need way more subscribers over there. I want to. Let's see if we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of the week. That's your challenge, guys. I've got 3,000 people on this channel. A quarter of you might watch my stuff. If a quarter of you go over there, that'll help. So just go over there, like, subscribe that channel, whatever you got to do. So we can get that channel up and running so that I can really kind of split content or have backup stuff like that. Or even if I just go back to doing vlogs. Actually, I have a vlog filmed from my I have a vlog filmed from my Transformers review that I want to show off, because it talks about the behind the scenes things of reviewing Transformers and the difficulties that come with it. I got to edit that at some point today, maybe tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and go. I got to get my day started, guys. It's fun to hang out with you all and talk and stuff like that, but I got a lot of work to do, as I've covered repeatedly. Send me your backlog. I'll build it. No. 9 people will sub today. No, they won't. I guarantee it. Two will. Could be a new line. It's not a new line. It's from 2017. 2017. No idea where this came from. Part of me wonders if somebody had it and then returned it or got it elsewhere, because it just randomly popped up at Walgreens, and it was in the system, I guess, as a random 6-inch toy. But yeah. But I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your Sunday, or whatever day it is for you. Keep everybody in the Carolinas in your prayers, guys. That was an incredibly bad storm. Last I checked, like 11 or 12 people were dead so far. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people without power, and God knows when they'll get it back on. That storm was almost as bad, if not as bad, as Harvey was for us. With flooding, with power outages. Actually, power outages are probably way worse for them than they were for us. But keep everybody in there. Let me know if you want to review any of my stuff. Of course I want to review your stuff, Dave. That's fine. I just have to find the time for you to come over and do that. Duh. But like I said, like I told you the other night, if you can come over anytime this week with a couple kits, I'll review them just so I can have stuff for next week. That sucks. But anyways, make sure you hit that like button, guys. Like, subscribe. Hold on, before we go, let's see if we can get the likes to 10. It's at 8 right now. Let's see if we can get it up to 10. Come on, we need 2. Let's get 2. Yeah, you move to Michigan to get away from hurricanes, and you get lakefront snow instead. Lake effect snow. There we go. Done. All right. So that was fast. See, it's that easy, guys. I shouldn't have to beg for it off the bat. Just when you get to a video, hit the like button immediately, and then if for some reason you don't like it after the fact, undo it. But do that from now on, because it really does help. So it's like views and likes will never be the same, but if they're close, that'd be great. Hey, put it back. Put it back. Whoever did that, thank you. I know it was you, Arthur. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta go build things. Dave, text me later. Hey, went up to 11. How did it go up to 11? Up to 11. That's gonna be a thumbnail. Bye, guys.